Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to another adventure here with the Traveling R-Man. So today is March 10th. It is my birthday. So I'm here in Washington, D.C. Took some time off from work and we're going to see some of the sites. The building you see behind me is the National Archives because that's where they keep the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and all of our nation's other most important documents. So we're going there, we're walking around the mall, see some memorials, and we'll see what else we can get into. So, should be interesting. I have not been to here in almost 30 years, so a lot has changed. Good day out, it's sunny, a little chilly, but weather's good, so let's go explore some U.S. history. Alright, this is the entrance to the National Archives Museum. Of course, it contains all of the very important documents here in our nation. It does open to 10, it's about 9:45, so I have about 15 minutes before the museum opens. We're at the National Mall, so across the way, that's the mall. We'll walk down there shortly after we get done. See the Washington Monument up there through the tree. So, and then on the other end of the spectrum is going to be the U.S. Capitol, which you can't really see, but we'll get down this side certainly. So, yeah, should be fun. Alright, while waiting to go into the National Archives, there's a great view of the Washington Monument sticking up from the skyline. I just came out of the National Archives. Unfortunately, no photos or video was permitted, obviously, but the most important documents in the country, and the U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights. They also had a copy of the Magna Carta, the original charter between England and the King. So, if you're ever in D.C., check it out. It's free, and the history behind them is undeniable. So we're going to head out to the mall. Heading out to the mall now. We're going to walk around. So it's 2 miles. We're doing the loop, the 4-mile loop. Check out some of the monuments here: Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument, some of the newer ones, and we will get this thing going. All right. Alright, so that's one of the Smithsonian's. That is the Museum of Natural History. I may do that today if we have time, but more likely tomorrow. I'll knock out some of the museums. But so the Smithsonian is a series of museums. There's 3 big ones: the Natural History, American History, and the Air and Space. So this is the Natural History Museum. And then you can see the Washington Monument up above the trees. That's where we're going. You can see the park here at the mall. Not too crowded today. It is during the week. Just before cherry blossom. Cherry blossoms probably a week early for those. But we'll keep walking. We'll do the entire loop. So it's usually 2 miles one way, so if you do the loop, be about 4 miles. So, alright, so let me show you a little map of where we're going. Alright, so we're right here. So right across, we're across from the American History Museum. We come down this way, down to the Washington Monument. We're almost there, I'll show you that. We'll check out the World War II Memorial, of course the Vietnam Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, and then we'll circle back up here. Martin Luther King. Holocaust Museum, that's on my list. I might do that tomorrow. And of course the Visitor Center, the Air and Space Museum, and then U.S. Capitol. And then all the way over here, we have the Library of Congress and the Supreme Court. And of course the White House is down this way. So Washington Monument, so the White House, we'll walk over that way. Of course this is Pennsylvania Avenue. Right there. Thomas Jefferson Memorial. So that's what we're going to do, the whole loop and check this out. A lot to see here. So, but we're coming up on the Washington Monument. Won't go to the top of that, but I'll show you it. It looks pretty. There's a bunch of trees, so I'll show you. It's the cherry trees, which are not quite in bloom yet. I'll show you. You can see it through the trees in the monument. So once we clear these trees, we'll get a better look at it. But that's where we're going, and then of course the White House is going to be down that way. We may be able to see it from the Washington Monument, but we'll walk down there, check it out. And of course the U.S. Capitol is down at the other end, and that'll be towards the end of our trip. Alright, there she is. A good look at the Washington Monument. We'll go walk over there close so you can see the flags at the bottom. So we got a little of the cherry blossoms bloom here. Again, we are a ways away from peak. We can see got a little bit of flowers here. Very pretty. Go up to the monument. Over this way. I think it's pretty impressive stuff.
Isn't that where you propose?
Alright, so right here at the Washington Monument, if you look, that is the White House. We'll walk down closer to that, but it's pretty neat looking down over the here from the Washington Monument. We'll walk down there later. But yeah. Here's the Washington Monument. Down that way, you can see the U.S. Capitol building. And then there's pan over this way. That's the White House. And then that's the reflecting pool and the Lincoln Memorial, which we are headed down that way. So this is a perfect vantage point to see all the major city attractions, and then all the flags around here. Alright, we reached the World War II Memorial, and I don't believe this was here the last time I was in DC, so this will be new to me. Of course, straight ahead you see the Lincoln Memorial, slowly working our way there.
Oh, really?
So you see each state
Virgin Islands.
and U.S. territory up here. Virgin Islands, Philippines, these are all people who serve from these states. And died in World War II. So these are the Atlantic. And then the Pacific's going to be on the other side. Alright, my grandfather served in World War II. He made it out alive, but this is all memories of people from Pennsylvania that did not make it. Alright, so this is the Gold Star Wall, and this marks the 4,048 servicemen and women who served in World War II who were killed or are still missing. That is second only to the Civil War in terms of missing or dead Americans. So everything has a price, and this is the price of freedom. And this is the Pacific Memorial. Alright, we are leaving the World War II Memorial and the Washington Monument, and we're going to head up the reflecting pool up to Lincoln Memorial. And I don't have to tell you the amount of history that was around this area. And actually, that's actually not that deep. You could probably walk across that, and people have. But unfortunately, it's not reflecting today. Water's a little bit muddy today. So, but we'll continue on here to the Lincoln Memorial. It is comfortable out. It's not too crowded. A couple tour groups here, but not. It's not ridiculous. So it's actually very enjoyable day. And we're getting a lot done. Again, I have not been to DC in 30 years. So my perspective on things has changed. You know, since I was a kid, since I was in high school. So getting a lot out of the stuff. So, alright, onward to the Lincoln Memorial. Alright, we made it to the Lincoln Memorial. And of course behind us is that iconic shot of the reflecting pool and the Washington monuments. And behind the Washington monument you can see a little bit of the U.S. Capitol building right there. There it is. There's the it's the monument and then the U.S. Capitol. It's right there. The dome. So that is an iconic shot there. So let's go into the Lincoln Memorial and we'll take a look at that and we will keep walking. Alright, there's Mr. Lincoln. So on this side you have, so on the two sides you have his two most famous speeches. So this is his second inaugural address. And then on the other side, probably his most famous speech, the Gettysburg Address from my home state of Pennsylvania. Alright, and there's one more look down the reflecting pool to the Washington Monument from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. And behind it, you can see a little of the U.S. Capitol, but boy, how many pictures taken here of the crowds gathered along the pool. Different speeches. Martin Luther King, all these different speeches were given up here. A lot of history. Alright, this is the Vietnam Memorial. So my dad served in Vietnam, and he lost some buddies. I don't remember the names. We were here the last time. We took a rubbing of those. But he used to tell me stories about Vietnam, and it wasn't a very happy place. But these are all the names of the fallen Vietnam. Alright, how's it going? So we reached the, see the Washington Monument behind me, but I'm standing right in front of the White House, and I will show you that in a second. This is the side on Constitution Avenue. We'll try to head up to the one on Pennsylvania Avenue shortly, the one that everyone's familiar with, but this would be what's called the back lawn of the White House. So let me turn you around here. Alright, so this is the back of the house. That's the back lawn with the fountain. Zoomed in pretty tight there. That's pretty neat. We'll see if we can get to the other side. They have this blocked off pretty good, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get a look from Pennsylvania Avenue. Alright, so this is the front entrance to the White House on H Street. This place is locked up pretty tight, but move over here. This is probably the best vantage point you can get to the White House and the Washington Monument in the back. But you can see how this blocked off with the caution tape. There's a good view there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, so that's the home to the President of the United States. And no matter your political views or whether you like the President or not, you have to respect the office. So that's his home, and that's the symbol of power in the U.S. Alright, so this video is probably going to be super long. I've got a couple more things I want to show you. We're heading up to the U.S. Capitol after coming from the White House. We saw both the South Lawn and the north part of the White House. So we're heading up to the U.S. Capitol. See if we can go to like the Supreme Court building. I don't believe they're doing Capitol tours. I don't think we'll see if we can go inside, but I don't believe we can go inside, but we'll see. So it's cool. It's cooled down. It's cooled down quite a bit, but it's definitely a lot of police presence. I don't know if this is normal for DC, but there's cops everywhere. The White House is like a fortress. You can't get anywhere near that. So don't know if that's temporary or that's everything that's been going on. I don't know if that's just or that's just the way that always is. No idea, but it's pretty secure. So we'll go up to the U.S. Capitol, check that out, and then Supreme Court Library of Congress up there, and then it's in the afternoon, so we'll see what I want to do next. What I want to do in one of these museums. Although they close at 4, so it's getting a little late for that, but I can do them tomorrow. So, all right, we will. Alright, we're almost at the Capitol up here, so I'll show you some things up this way. Alright, we've reached the U.S. Capitol building. It's not currently open for tours, unfortunately, so this is as close as we can get. But what a beautiful building. The steps. And this is the main entrance where Congress and where the business goes, and this the rotunda. Beautiful. Alright, well, that's the end of this tour of the National Mall in Washington. Stay tuned for more content coming up from our nation's capital. Here for a few days, so got lots of stuff planned. I hope you enjoy this. So there's the thing. All right, so until the next adventure, I hope you're living your best life, and we'll see you around. So from the National Mall here in District of Columbia, have a great day. Bye.